Robert Simon, 57 years old, aspiring chef and creator of my own seasoning blends because, frankly, most of the things on the market are crap. As you can see, I'm a coffee maniac, and I'm going to enjoy a little bit right now. Hold on a second. Gotta have my fill. Today we're going to make some chicken category type things. Originally we were going to be calling them Chicken Cordon Bleu, if all of you are familiar with the standard rolled up chicken, ham, cheese, kind of plain, fried, greasy, and I'm going to, I hate to use this phrase, kick it up a notch. You know, we know who that belongs to. And make something a little bit different, out of the box, and grilled that's going to be not only healthier, but a lot more tasty. We're going to trim up some chicken. We're going to get that prepped, pounded out, ready for our little creation here. I can't stress enough the importance of sharp knives. I'd rather not do this over the chicken. There can be some metal fragments, and we don't want that to get into our food. We're going to start trimming off some of the extra fat, any kind of cartilage, whatever's left over from the butcher. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to thin this out, actually slice the chicken in half, and what that's going to end up doing is getting a nice portion controlled piece without overdoing it and having 3 pounds of meat on your plate like a lot of these $3 restaurants do. Any of you ever pounded out a chicken breast? It's a very simple process. I usually like to lay down some saran wrap, plastic wrap, whatever, and take your breast. I don't like that one. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to fold over the saran wrap. Just kind of keeps it nice and even. Pounding out your breast, I like to call it pounding out my meat. For any of those who I'm not going to talk about personal habits here. Makes it nice and thin, makes it nice and tender, and gives you a nice surface. Now we're ready to assemble some chicken here. Got all my stuff, all my ingredients. Counter is basically clear, except for my coffee, which I told you, gotta have some. Anyway, let's start off. Let's get over these little suckers. Now, a lot of people use toothpicks and roll up their meats and put them together. I don't know if you know this or not, but what a great thing to do is to soak your toothpicks prior to using. And what that does is prevents them from burning when you're actually doing the cooking. So who needs nasty little pieces of charcoal when you're trying to pull it apart from your meat? So that's just a little tip for me. Okay, now I'm going to do 2 versions. One version is we're going to be with a smoked applewood ham and a crumbled gorgonzola cheese. And I know it's crumbled gorgonzola because it says crumbled gorgonzola, so I'm going to take their word for it. The other one is fresh mozzarella and secret sauce. It's actually a basil gel. I had a bumper crop this year, didn't want to make any more pesto. So decided to do something a little bit different. We're going to use 2 of the seasonings. We're going to use a Floribbean, and we're also going to use a Cajun rub. That'll go on just prior to throwing it on the grill, and everything will be wonderful. So, let's get started. Get some ham. You don't have to go too crazy. It will pick up the flavor nicely. Now, we're going to load this puppy up. Not like the one that's sitting at my feet. And let's keep this up. Doesn't have to be horribly neat, terribly neat, whatever. You know, you can just flop things over, doesn't matter. Because it's all going to be beautiful when it's all put together and grilled. Just secure it enough because you want to keep what's inside. Okay, now we're going to switch over and we are going to do the fresh mozzarella and the basil gel, the basil emulsion. I'm not going to tell you what's in it, because frankly, I got to keep some secrets. It's like everybody's going to sit there and is like, hey, I can make that, and I'm going to compete with him, and I'm going to win. And it's like, no, you're not, because you don't know my trade secrets. I'm not telling. I'm not sharing. I may share later, but first I got to get on the show. Cajun we're going to do on the mozzarella and on the basil. And give it a good coating, rub it in a little bit, make sure it really sets into the meat. You don't have to be shy with this stuff either. Make sure it's nicely coated. Now you notice that I'm just using our seasonings on it. Let's go to the Floribbean. There's a lot of places, they'll bread it, they'll egg it, they'll flour it, and basically it's just a little bit of salt and pepper. Now, I got Floribbean in this one. Floribbean is coffee, cocoa, chipotle pepper, and a little bit of sugar, plus my own little sneaky little things in there. One of which is sassafras, and something you don't normally find in any commercial blends. These are also low salt, where we have enough salt from the ham and the cheese that we don't need any extra salt. There's no reason to go overboard, and besides, it's just not healthy. So here we go. Okay, everything's rolled up, everything's seasoned, ready to go onto the grill. We'll see you in a minute. The grill is hot, it's going on. We'll see you in a few minutes. We're in from the grill. I'm going to give a nice little taste test, show you what it looks like, and tell you why it's so good. We have the Cajun, and we have the Floribbean. Let's cut a little piece off. Of course, the toothpicks I should have pulled out first. Don't matter. And let's go. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my God. That's a gorgonzola. Oh my God. Absolutely amazing. Cleanse the palate. Oh, the basil, mozzarella, the seasonings, juicy, tender. This is why I gotta be on your show. This is why, because I've been doing this for over 40 years and nobody else would have got what I got. See ya.
It's been so many days and miles apart since I seen my love. It breaks my heart, but I ain't got the money for a bus, jet or train. All I got in these pockets is some change, but I'm doing the best that I can. What I need is luck and a real good plan. So the other day, about 2:30, I passed the mountain.